Hello everyone, I'm back, second week, and I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. Thanks for your feedback on the last video. It was wonderful to see all the positive feedback, all the comments and suggestions. Please keep them coming. I love it, and I'm gonna use as much of them as I can. Thank you. I'm not gonna go back and tell you exactly what I did as I did in the previous video on each day. I'm just going to give you the most important things, the highlights, the things that I think will be most beneficial to you all. Firstly, I did a video of the Ben Cafe on Monday. It is a before I change everything video. It's to show you how the Ben Cafe, the tuck shop, looked at this stage. And then I'm going to change it from there. I'm already busy, I've already started, I've had the painters in there, started painting, and we are busy with the process. Hopefully by the end of next week I will be done with the first phase. Then I will go back and shoot another video and I will show you the differences. What I want to talk to you about today is debt eradication. Tina and I had a long chat, and we're busy changing things, looking at what we're doing and what we're doing wrong and what we're doing great. We are earning a good income. I would consider it a good income, but at the end of the month we are struggling. Reason is money is bleeding off this way, money is bleeding off that way. We're not looking after our money, and one of the major problems is that we have a credit card, actually more than one, and if you look at our income and what we earn, we're not supposed to have that. So that's a major problem, major mistake that we have at this stage. I'm going to show you a little bit later on a spreadsheet of what I did on the computer, but first I want to touch on one or two other subjects. In every house there's a lot of stuff lying around, and I've decided to get rid of all the stuff lying around, old businesses, old opportunities, just things that we no longer use, that's cluttering the place. Like this week I sold 2 computers, old computers. I just let it go for the cheapest price I can get. I basically got 700 Rand for the 2 computers. Not a lot of money, but it's 700 Rand I put in my pocket again and I clean up my space that was just cluttering around. I sold a heat press, a t-shirt heat press. I got 5,000 Rand for that. It's been lying around for ages, more than 5 years. Lying around, nobody's been using it. It's one of those opportunities that we saw. We tried it, didn't work for us. It was a good opportunity and we could have made a lot of money with it, but we were not ready for it at that stage. And then in the meantime we've moved on. So I don't think we're going to use it again. So I decided to sell it. I got a buyer, sold it for 5,000 Rand. Bank money is already in my bank. So I'm going to use that money to do the modifications at the Ben Cafe, and I'm going to use that money to further my business. I'm not going to waste that money. I'm going to use it wisely. I've also moved 2 of my domains. Actually I've moved one already and I cancelled both. One is already moved from Atlantic. The other one is still in process. Reason why: we're paying basically 80 Rand a month for that and we're not using it. The reason why I'm doing that is 80 Rand a month is not a lot of money, but as I said, we've got a problem. Our money is bleeding away this way and bleeding away that way. That's 80 Rand a month. We're closing the gap. There's a lot of other small things that I also found that is eating our money, that's bleeding away this way, that way. So this is one of the things that I'm going to use, and I'm going to close that gap. That's 960 Rand a year. Not a lot of money, but that is 6,600 Rand if I take it over a year's period that I've just put them back in my pocket for a week. It's just been lying around, problems that I have that I need to change. Next, I want to speak to you about a retirement annuity that Tina's got. I've done a calculation on what we've put in, what the growth was, and it's shocking. It really is shocking. I would suggest each and every one of you go out and do a similar calculation to this. Okay, speaking of that, let me continue to the spreadsheet. This is the spreadsheet I draw up for Tina's retirement annuity. It started in 94, 1st of August 94, with 75 Rand. It was amended on the 1st of April 2001 and again on the 1st of November 2001. And then we breached it on the 1st of March 2009 for 12 months, which means we didn't pay any premiums for 12 months. So I did a crude calculations like this in a spreadsheet, showing that for the year of 2000 we paid 1,810 in premiums, and there was an increase of 15% in this instance. I did that for the whole term of the project, and we ended up in 2010. As you can see here, from the 1st of March 2009 until the 1st of February 2010, we didn't pay any premiums. And then we continued with the 598.83, and it increased again in November this year. So we're currently paying 658.71. The fund value at this stage on the 7th of December was 63,991 Rand 97. This is not a big retirement annuity. As you saw, we started with 75 Rand. That is not a lot of money, and the 600 Rand that we're currently paying is also not a lot of money. But this is additional to what we were having with our employers. It was on top of our current pension funds, additional retirement annuity. That means we've paid a total of 50,762,000 Rand over 16 years, with a current portfolio value of 63,991 Rand 97 cents. The portfolio value increased by 13,229 Rand. That gives you a total percentage growth of 26% over 16 years. So the average over 16 years gives you 1.63%. And I think that's ridiculous. 1.63% over 16 years average. I don't know how anybody can retire on money that grew by 1.63%. I think the inflation rate is more than that, so it means you're actually losing money. You're not winning. You're going backwards, and you left this money in the hands of the institutions, and they are basically just taking your money. When we saw that, we decided we're going to stop this annuity. I could definitely get more than 1.63% on my money. But the banks, or the institutions, not the banks, the institutions are very clever. When we stop it, they first take their money. They deducted 8,383 Rand from the total value. So the portfolio is now worth 55,608 Rand 70 cents. That gives you, if you do the calculations again, a value increase of 4,846 Rand, giving you a total increase over 16 years of 9.5%, with an average of 0.6%. Wow. Now you're going to tell me that's because I took out the money, admin fees now. Yes, correct. But at the end of the term when I retire, they will also be taking out the admin fees. And granted, that admin fees will also be growing at a rate of 1.63%. So yes, I will be losing by taking out the money now, but I don't care. 1.63% is ridiculous. So which means taking a knock here on this thing of 8,000 Rand means that my 16-year investment gave me 0.6% or 4,846 Rand growth. That's ridiculous. 16 years investment in an institution, a very well recognized institution in South Africa, gives you 4,800 Rand for 16 years. 0.6%.